Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to reveal something that will shock you. So make sure you watch this video until the end so you don't make any mistakes. Because it may be one of the reasons why you may be experiencing some health issues such as brain fog, forgetfulness, poor memory, and even personality changes. You definitely don't want to miss this. Before we start, please like and subscribe for more health videos in the future. Also, be sure to stick around to find out about the one food that's been proven to fight off memory loss and support healthy brain function. A high blood sugar level can increase your risk of developing brain problems. Research from Oxford University has found that consistently eating too much sugar or having high blood sugar levels can cause physical changes in the brain. In fact, scientists have discovered two key ways in which eating too much sugar can slowly poison your brain. The first way is sugar memory problems. Our body converts sugar into glucose, which then travels to the brain where it is used by cells to produce energy. However, consuming excessive amounts of sugar leads to an overload of glucose in the bloodstream, causing the brain cells to be starved of oxygen and nutrients. According to studies, high blood sugar levels can lead to structural changes in the brain, especially in areas responsible for learning and memory. Moreover, researchers believe that excess sugar consumption causes inflammation in the brain, which further impairs memory and cognitive abilities. Scientists also point out that people with higher sugar intake have lower cognitive function scores compared to those who consume less sugar. A study conducted by Harvard Medical School even suggests that consuming sugary drinks regularly can reduce cognitive performance similar to that of a mild traumatic brain injury. Even though the study was done on mice, the results were significant enough to suggest that excessive sugar intake can impair brain function in humans as well. And just to give you an idea of how much sugar is dangerous for your health, a recent study showed that 35% of all adults in the United States consume more than the recommended amount of sugar daily. That means most people don't know they are slowly poisoning their brains with sugar every day. The second way is sugar brain fog. Sugar and blood sugar levels are closely related to brain fog. Many scientific studies have demonstrated that high blood sugar levels cause brain fog. Why? Because your brain runs on glucose. When you eat sugar, your body breaks it down into glucose. Glucose then enters your bloodstream, goes through the blood-brain barrier, and reaches your brain. Your brain uses the glucose to generate energy. But when you eat too much sugar, there is an excess amount of glucose in your blood. So your body releases insulin to get rid of the extra sugar. If you eat too much sugar, your pancreas will release more insulin. Having too much insulin in your system can cause insulin resistance, resulting in excess insulin in the body. Excess insulin can easily cross the blood-brain barrier and enter your brain. When there is too much insulin in your brain, it blocks your brain's ability to use glucose for energy. This causes brain fog. The dangers of eating too much sugar start at age 60 and worsen with time. After 60, your metabolism slows down and the body becomes less efficient at regulating blood sugar levels. As a result, eating too much sugar can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of developing brain problems. Several studies have linked high blood sugar levels to an increased risk of developing dementia. One study published in the journal Neurology in 2018 found that people with high blood sugar levels had a higher risk of developing dementia over 4 years of follow-up than those with normal blood sugar levels. Another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2019 found that consuming a high-sugar diet during middle age can lead to cognitive decline and dementia later in life. Consuming too much sugar also increases the risk of stroke and cardiovascular disease, both of which can contribute to cognitive decline and dementia. Additionally, high blood sugar levels can cause damage to blood vessels in the brain, which can lead to vascular dementia. So if you are above 60 and still consuming a lot of sugar, please stop now because you are directly damaging your brain. But there is good news. There is a way to protect your brain against all this damage. By lowering blood sugar levels, you can significantly reduce the risk of developing brain problems. Here are 6 tips to help you control your blood sugar levels. 1. Eat a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains and lean proteins while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. 2. Exercise regularly. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. 3. Get enough sleep. Most adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. 4. Manage stress through techniques such as yoga, meditation, or deep breathing exercises. 5. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. 6. Consult a healthcare professional if you suspect you may have diabetes or other blood sugar disorders. But wait, there's more. Another important tip that you should know is to avoid artificial sweeteners. While many people switch to artificial sweeteners, thinking they are a healthier alternative to sugar, studies have shown that they can harm the brain in several ways. Artificial sweeteners can alter the gut microbiome, leading to increased inflammation and impaired cognitive function. They have been associated with an increased risk of stroke, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease. Additionally, artificial sweeteners can lead to weight gain and obesity, which are risk factors for cognitive decline and dementia. Some artificial sweeteners such as aspartame and saccharin have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. Now let's move on to the next point. Sugar poisons the brain. As we discussed earlier, consuming too much sugar can lead to an overload of glucose in the bloodstream, causing the brain cells to be starved of oxygen and nutrients. This can result in brain damage and impair cognitive function. High sugar levels can also cause inflammation in the brain, which can further damage brain cells and lead to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Studies have shown that consuming a high-fat, high-sugar diet can lead to chronic inflammation in the brain, which is a hallmark of neurodegenerative diseases. Additionally, high sugar intake can lead to oxidative stress in the brain, which can also contribute to brain damage and cognitive decline. So if you are concerned about your brain health, consider reducing your sugar intake and adopting a healthier diet. Now let's talk about why seniors should stop eating sugar. As we mentioned before, after the age of 60, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels decreases, making it more difficult to maintain healthy glucose levels. High blood sugar levels can lead to various complications such as heart disease, stroke, and nerve damage, which are already common concerns for seniors. Additionally, seniors may be more likely to have other health conditions such as diabetes, which can make it even more important to control blood sugar levels. It is recommended that seniors consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day. Added sugars are sugars and syrups that are added to foods during processing or preparation. Examples of added sugars include table sugar, brown sugar, honey, and maple syrup. Consuming too much added sugar can lead to weight gain, inflammation, and increased risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Therefore, it is important for seniors to read food labels and be aware of the amount of added sugar in the foods they consume. If you are a senior citizen, please take this warning seriously. You must stop eating sugar right now. And finally, we will discuss how sugar affects the brain and memory. Studies have shown that consuming too much sugar can lead to cognitive decline and an increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. High blood sugar levels can cause damage to blood vessels in the brain, which can lead to vascular dementia. Additionally, high sugar levels can lead to oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, which can contribute to neurodegenerative diseases. Consuming a high-fat, high-sugar diet has been linked to chronic inflammation in the brain, which is a hallmark of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Moreover, excess sugar intake can lead to insulin resistance, which has been associated with cognitive decline and dementia. To protect your brain and memory from the harmful effects of sugar, it is recommended to consume no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day and to adopt a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. By following these tips, you can maintain healthy blood sugar levels and reduce your risk of developing brain problems. As you can see, sugar is not only harmful to your waistline, but it is also extremely dangerous for your brain. By continuing to eat sugar after 60, you are accelerating brain damage and increasing your risk of developing serious cognitive disorders such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease. You must act now to protect your brain and prevent cognitive decline. Stop eating sugar and start taking care of yourself before it's too late.